What's up everyone and welcome back to the UFC News Hub. Today let's get started with Michael Chandler talks about his game plan against Paddy Pimblett. Michael Chandler is stepping back into the spotlight, and this time it's against the ever-confident rising star Paddy Pimblett. Set to clash at UFC 314, this matchup has fans buzzing, not just because of the personalities involved, but because of what's at stake for both fighters. Chandler, a veteran of the sport with a resume packed with elite competition, isn't looking to rewrite the playbook or pull off some surprise switch-up in his approach. Instead, he's leaning into what he knows best: pressure, power, and grit. Michael Chandler said it himself in a recent interview with UFC.com. There's always the court of public opinion, narratives, and storylines. For me, it's just another guy with 2 arms and 2 legs who's my size. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, essentially hand-to-hand combat on the wrestling mats and then in mixed martial arts for 15 years. So it's a lot of the same. I'm gonna go out there and put the pressure on him, hit him with some big shots and see if he can hang, said Chandler. That's the essence of Chandler: direct, focused, and driven by the challenge ahead rather than the noise around it. He's not treating Pimblett like some new age phenom. He's treating him like just another test in a long line of battles. Still, there's no denying that this isn't just another fight. For Chandler, coming off back-to-back losses to Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier, a win is absolutely essential to stay in the title picture. A loss here, and many will begin to wonder if his days as a true contender are numbered. Paddy Pimblett, on the other hand, seems to be glowing with confidence heading into this bout. Known for his flair and fearless attitude, Pimblett isn't shying away from bold predictions. Paddy Pimblett told the UFC team, "I'm ready to do 5 rounds. I've done 5 rounds in Cage Warriors before. This isn't going 5 rounds. Chandler is getting finished in 2, said Pimblett. That's a bold claim, but one that Pimblett seems to truly believe. For him, UFC 314 isn't just about beating a big name. It's about proving that he belongs among the elite at lightweight. He sees this fight as a massive stepping stone, possibly the final hurdle before he finds himself staring down a title shot, and he's not alone in that belief. Michael Bisping, the former middleweight champion and proud Englishman like Pimblett, threw his support behind Paddy's rising trajectory. But if he gets the job done against Michael Chandler, and he just might do that, if he can do that, I'm telling you, Paddy Pimblett is probably 1 fight away from fighting for a belt. Whether you like it or not, whether you talk, whether you say, but he had cherry-picked matchups. He was slow-rolled much like a lot of other fighters. Sugar Sean O'Malley along the way didn't always fight the best competition, but the competition has progressively got harder for Paddy Pimblett. That's a fact, said Bisping. That progression is key. While critics have questioned Pimblett's early UFC opposition, few can deny that the stakes and the challenges have been ramping up. Michael Chandler is no soft touch, and a victory over someone of his caliber would silence a lot of the doubters, even the loudest ones. So the stage is set. Chandler wants to prove he's still a force to be reckoned with, that experience and toughness still matter in a game full of hype and momentum. Pimblett wants to show the world that the hype is real, that he's not just an entertainer, but a future champion in the making. Now the question is, how do you see it going down? Will Chandler's relentless pressure and knockout power be too much for Paddy to handle? Or will Pimblett back up his talk and stop the veteran inside 2 rounds, just like he promised? One thing's for sure, when that cage door closes, we're all in for a war. Before we continue, subscribe and click the bell icon to help support the channel. Conor McGregor's latest venture outside the octagon has taken a huge hit, and not the kind he's used to delivering. The Irish superstar, known for his confidence and massive success in both the fight game and business world, recently announced that he was launching a crypto game in partnership with Real World Gaming. McGregor hyped it up as something that would change the crypto game, putting it on par with the huge success he's seen from his proper number 12 whiskey and forged Irish stout. But this time, things didn't go according to plan. The crypto project centered around a meme coin made headlines almost instantly, but for all the wrong reasons. According to a report from BN Crypto, at the time of publication, the coin had raised just $218,000. That number alone was already disappointing, but things only got worse. As ACD MMA pointed out from the same report, Conor McGregor's meme coin that launched yesterday has flopped hard. It's raised only $340,000, which is far short of the $3.6 million target and the $1 million minimum, ACD MMA said. The backlash from the crypto community was swift and intense. Many investors and crypto enthusiasts took issue with the 12-hour unlock window, a move seen as a major red flag, suggesting potential risks of rug pulls or quick flips that could leave supporters high and dry. Amid the chaos, Real World Gaming came forward with a statement that didn't sugarcoat the situation. "We need to be real. We didn't hit our minimum raise. All bids will be refunded in full. This is not the end," Real World Gaming said. McGregor, never one to shy away from controversy or criticism, didn't deny the situation. Instead, he backed the company's statement and confirmed the setback. "Ladies and gentlemen, this is real," Conor McGregor said. Still, even with the failure, he pushed the idea further, almost challenging people to stick with it or move on. "So are you going to put some money in it, or is this a hard pass?" McGregor added, "This flop in the crypto world comes at a very interesting time for McGregor, who's been making headlines not just for failed coins or postponed comebacks, but also for his surprising turn toward politics. Recently, McGregor has publicly stated that he's more interested in political influence than octagon dominance, saying he's considering a run for the Irish presidency. But just like his crypto project, that road won't be easy either. A poll conducted by the Irish Independent revealed that only 7% of Irish citizens would support him in a presidential race. From the cage to crypto to campaigns, McGregor continues to push into bold new territories, but not every fight ends in a victory. The MMA community is buzzing again. This time, it's all about Paddy Pimblett and his absolutely wild body transformation. Known for ballooning in weight between fights and then cutting down like it's nothing, Paddy's latest transformation has everyone talking. Just days ahead of his high-stakes matchup with Michael Chandler at UFC 314, Paddy dropped a video on social media. He was seen throwing sharp combos on the mitts and posing for pictures down in sunny Miami. But what really caught everyone's attention wasn't just his technique, it was his shredded, superhero-like physique. And of course, the internet went crazy. Fans and fighters alike started pouring in their reactions. One user said, "Look at the shape of the lad. Bro got a superhero physique." Another chimed in with, "Your physique transformation in and out of camp always amazes me, brother. Good luck with this fight." People couldn't get enough of how ripped he looked, with comments like, "Them abs are impressive," and "Looking stronger and leaner than ever. Cannot wait to see next-gen Paddy in action." Some admitted that while they may not be fans of Paddy's flamboyant and sometimes corny persona, they can't deny how committed he is to his craft. One fan said, "Doesn't matter how much we criticize him for his corny persona, dude's professionalism is impressive." Then there were the doubters, the skeptics who thought it might be too good to be true. A few people started questioning the legitimacy of the transformation, suggesting there might be something extra going on behind the scenes. One person boldly claimed his body transformation needs to be studied. 100% he's on something. Just look at his left shoulder. Delt's looking huge. Whether it's natural or not, no one can deny the dedication it takes to go from post-fight bloated Paddy to the lean, fight-ready version we're seeing now. But that wasn't all for Paddy this week. He also had some strong words for Arman Tsarukyan while speaking on the Full Send podcast. Paddy didn't hold back, aiming straight at Arman's character and decision to pull out of a fight. "He's just a little posh boy who's had everything handed to him on a silver platter by his dad," Paddy said, clearly fired up. When asked if he believed Arman was truly injured or not, Paddy snapped back with, "No, he's a little... That's what you are, little boy." Paddy didn't stop there. He mocked Arman for doing flashy training videos, the kind where fighters flip forward onto their necks, then claiming back issues afterwards. He found it hard to believe. "And then he's saying that he's got a bad back," Paddy said with disbelief. He even brought up Dana White's reaction to the situation. Dana said, didn't he? It was like Dana shot him down in that interview. I was like, whoa, that's heavy. You don't want the boss saying that about you? Paddy explained that Dana was asked whether Arman was still considered a top contender, and Dana didn't sugarcoat it. He was like, no, he's gonna have to go back to the drawing board, Paddy recalled. According to Paddy, the doctors and staff at the UFC's Performance Institute never said Arman couldn't fight. Doctors come out, the head of the PI, the best masseuse come out, and they never said to him, you can't fight. He decided he's not going to fight, Paddy claimed. And then with his signature blunt delivery, Paddy closed his rant with a knockout line. So basically, Arman, you shit your pants. You know what I mean? That's what you did. You farted and followed through, Paddy Pimblett said. With UFC 314 around the corner and all eyes on him, Paddy's transformation, both physical and in mindset, has become the center of conversation. Love him or hate him, the lad knows how to get people talking.